And the students from Whitewater High School and their teachers, I'm pleased that you're able to be here. I'd like to welcome our faculty, staff, and students, and as well as members of the community. I'd like to thank the guest speakers who will be talking this week about a variety of different topics. I think they're important topics for us, and the business and organizations from the community that are part of this. I was at an event last night that was over at the Innovation Center off campus, and we were talking about some of the initiatives in the school district, in the community, and at the university that we're going towards sustainability. Before I get into some of the rest of what I'd like to talk about, I would like to thank the students in the SAGE group. Raise your hand if you're in the SAGE group. SAGE stands for Students Allied for Green Earth, and I think we were supposed to do a tree today, but it was raining too hard and I bailed out of that. And so I asked them to Photoshop a picture of me into it later on so we could see what it looked like. And as well as the students in the UW-Whitewater Water Council. Raise your hands. Okay. These are two organizations that are really taking a lead in trying to help us with sustainability efforts, and I wish it wasn't sustainability, because I start talking like the king in the King's Speech with that particular one. We are committed to trying to reduce our impact at this campus, and we're trying to do a lot of things related to that. The newest facility associated with campus is the Innovation Center that I mentioned a couple of minutes ago that's part of the Whitewater University Technology Park. It is a mixed-use incubator that is designed to foster new business-related research by our faculty and their business partners, and the creation of new businesses and new jobs, so that people who go to this university, go to this high school, have jobs in this community, as well as to attract some other people to come into the community. The center reflects our commitment to sustainability. It has a geothermal heating and cooling system with computer technology to optimize energy use. The building design makes use of natural light in order to cut energy consumption. The lighting system has motion sensors in order to turn off lights if the rooms aren't being used. It has a 20 kilowatt photovoltaic system on the roof that generates electricity from sunlight, which also helps to reduce our carbon footprint. And during off hours, that'll supply electricity to the electricity grid, or power to the electricity grid. It is right now LEED Silver. We hope it will be LEED Gold. We're working on a couple of things to get a few more points related to that. In November, we installed solar panels on this building. That's 32 kilowatt photovoltaic panels in a double stacked array. Grants from Focus on Energy and We Energy helped us to do that, and we think we'll generate about 40,000 kilowatt hours of electricity each year. That's roughly enough to power the computers, electric ticker, and lights in the trading room, and for one of the computer labs in this building. So it's not taking care of everything here, but it's trying to make a contribution. This was a good choice as a place to put solar panels because of the positioning of the roof. It is a large south-facing exposure and it's not obstructed by other buildings or trees. The installation is also clearly visible across the campus mall, reminding people what we're trying to do. Next year, we're frankly planning on putting a similar kind of array on Young Auditorium. So we'd like to do that as well. This past fall semester, we opened Stair and Residence Hall, was immediately to the west of where we are here, a couple buildings over. It's our first residence hall with suite-style rooms. The design and construction of Stair and Hall was done with sustainability as a goal. 3/4 of the, well, I'll start with another thing. About 97% of the waste from the 3 buildings that we took down, 97% was recycled as we took those buildings down. And in fact, the contractor who worked on that received an award for recycling that waste. Building the building, which is a little harder to recycle all of it, 75% of the waste was recycled. So people were really trying to minimize the impact as they did those kinds of things. The building optimizes the use of natural light in order to help meet some of the energy demands. The heating and cooling systems are energy efficient technology. The systems provide infusions of fresh air to make the building a healthy environment and to provide more efficient heating and cooling. Each suite has its own electric meter, so students are able to see how much electricity they're using. And we believe if people start monitoring their use, they're going to be a little more careful in how they use the energy. The landscaping and plantings around all of these buildings is indicative of our campus-wide approach, which is to use native species and hardier plantings to reduce the campus area that's covered by traditional lawns. This already has reduced the amount of mowing we do, which saves fuel and lowers our carbon footprint. These plantings and some of the landscaping choices we made have also cut the amount of water the campus uses. And if you look around campus, you'll see the vehicles we're using are different from what they used to be. We tried to have more energy efficient vehicles, electric vehicles and so forth on campus, smaller vehicles as well. In addition to working on the facilities, which is a key part of what we're trying to do, we're trying to do it in information technology too. Our information technology unit, ICIT, has started a new recycling program, and they've nicknamed it TREE. And it stands for Technology, Repurposing, and Electronics E-Cycling. It's designed to handle that e-waste. E-waste is the waste generated by the use of electronic products such as computers, printers, and cell phones. It sets standards and practices for responsible reuse, recycling, and disposal of e-waste. We're now one of a relatively few campuses that have a program specifically aimed at e-waste. There are three phases to that program. The first phase is devoted to improving the surplus computer program, and that was launched last fall. We have a more frequent pickup schedule and online request process for surplus computers. We've also established a relationship with an outside vendor to use green recycling practices for computers that cannot be reused or resold. All computing devices are assessed and cleared before leaving campus. Phase 2 was just launched this month. It focuses on ink and toner recycling. Tree recycling collection bins, TREE for the TREE program obviously, will be placed around campus in locations like the library and the university center, but a number of locations on campus. And students, faculty, and staff can drop off the cartridges, empty ink and toner cartridges there that will be picked up for proper recycling. In phase 3, we're going to offer surplus computer equipment for sale to the campus and outside communities. And in the campus data center, several years ago in 2006 through 2008, a number of changes were made to improve energy efficiency. We've also been working on our curriculum related to this. So the curricula in many of our programs really focuses on sustainability. The integrated science business major has a water emphasis, and you'll hear more about that, studying how we can maintain necessary supplies of fresh water for the community's businesses, yet provide quality drinking water for all of us. And students can complete that degree either through the College of Business or through the College of Business and Economics and the College of Letters and Sciences. We work with the Milwaukee Water Council to improve water quality in southeastern Wisconsin. Freshmen for Fresh Water is a cross-disciplinary program involving area businesses, the Milwaukee Water Council, UW-Whitewater Learning Communities, university faculty members, and the City of Whitewater. It was established with a $40,000 grant from a regional workforce alliance of southern Wisconsin. As we move forward, we're going to continue our program of replacing campus lighting in many places with more energy efficient LED lighting. We've already done that for a number of parking lots. We have more parking lots to go because we're really trying to bring down that. We're changing also all the lighting on sidewalks on campus so that it'll be better lighting, but it'll be much more efficient lighting that we're doing. We have pursued and continue to pursue options for dining services to use more recyclable containers and compostable materials. And we've already been doing that for a while, but they will continue to do that, as well as buying locally for that matter. We're investigating the possibility of adding some solar power outdoor lighting to help us continue to reduce our carbon footprint and increase our use of renewable energy. And we hope to expand campus composting in the near future. Those are some of the things that we're working on. We take seriously our need to cut our carbon footprint to make things more sustainable. I thank you for being here and being interested in this, the 41st year of Earth Day. Thank you.
All right, my turn with this. Let's see. Good morning. I'm Holly Denning, and I'm pleased to introduce the speaker today. A couple different ways to introduce him. This is Scott Denning, a Montfort Professor of Atmospheric Sciences and Director of Education in a program, a large climate research center at Colorado State University. He's published over 80 papers in peer-reviewed journals and is a former editor of the journal Climate, chaired North American Carbon Program. And the Changing Climates at CSU is a really interesting transdisciplinary initiative that I'm hoping we can kind of incorporate a little bit at UW-Whitewater, infusing climate change content across the whole entire undergraduate curriculum. And right now, it's including over 80 faculty members and 28 academic departments in all 8 colleges at CSU. Activities include faculty teaching and contributions of other disciplines to climate problems and solutions, dissemination of curriculum enhancement materials, videos, website, and more than 100 public presentations over a couple years. The last couple years has been really prolific there. The education program, and this is why I'm excited to have the students from the high school here today, as well as all the rest of us, faculty, staff, students. There's the Little Shop of Physics, where they visit 40 high school science teachers, CSU residential, summer course for credit, an annual climate change conference for over 500 high school students. So it's a pretty interesting kind of mix that Dr. Denning presents. And in addition to this, scholarly research and education, he lives with his wife and 2 teenage boys, 2 cats, a Labrador Retriever, and a lizard in Fort Collins, Colorado. And he's an amateur astronomer, and he's also my brother. So I'm very pleased to welcome Scott Denning.